Hello, everyone. I want to bring a movie to you that you probably haven't heard about, and it's not really talked about a whole lot. It came out in 2018. I don't even think it came in theaters. It might have just came on a streaming site, but I saw it on DVD. I did see a trailer of it way back before 2018, and I was like, when's this movie coming out? I want to see this movie. It's called Bad Samaritan. Now, Bad Samaritan, the star of this film is David Tennant and some other great actors that I've not really seen them before. I don't think anyway, but the acting to this is really well done. Now, online, 84% of people love the acting to this movie. But the movie got only like a 54% Rotten Tomatoes. And I was like, really? So it's a hit and miss. Some people really like it. Some people really don't. Some reviews say it's dull and boring and too long. Well, I do admit one thing, that it is a little too long. But I don't think it's dumb. I don't think it's boring. David Tennant plays the bad guy. He plays like a psychopath. And I really liked him playing a psychopath. Now, if you don't know who David Tennant is Doctor Who. He was one of the Doctor Who's in a Doctor Who TV series, time travel, sci-fi series. And if you've never seen Doctor Who, you should check it out. It's been around for 50 years, and it's on Disney Plus. So he is known as Doctor Who in that series. So I've never really seen him act in any other film. So it was really nice to see him as a psychopath in this film. He was a rich man, and the way he talked and the way he acted was really snobby and cool and something like that. I don't want to say too much more, but it was a thriller movie. There was a couple of thieves, and they worked at a parking lot for a very expensive restaurant. So they were valets. People would bring their cars up. One of them would actually go in, get the keys, try to figure out where the person lives, go to the rich home, rob them, while the other person stayed there saying, they're done dinner, get the car back. So that was kind of neat on how the thieves did that. So obviously they would have an alibi because they were working, but they're valets. So that was a really interesting thing that they had, and they would only steal things that the rich people would not notice were really missing. But this one time, this real rich guy comes up with a very expensive car. And the way he talked to them and the conversation and the acting in that was like, if you get a scratch on this car, I'll kill you type thing. And you could see that in his voice and the power of him and wearing this expensive suit. They go to his house, but this time there's a woman chained up. So he tells the woman that's chained up, I have to go, because the other friend is saying he's getting up. He'll want his car. So he comes back and he looks at the guy looks at the car. Everything looks fine. He gets in the car and he goes home. Now these thieves don't know what to do, because obviously there is a woman in his house all tied up. So this guy's crazy. He's a psychopath. Then you get to know who he is, and he has a lot of influence, a lot of power. Now, these people are thieves, so they call the police, and the police do go down, but they don't find nothing. They think it's a prank phone call, or did they actually go to the police station? So now they know this guy's a psychopath. And honestly, David Tennant could play a great Norman Bates. Really. He's a fantastic actor. Doctor Who, this here. Again, though, those are the only two things I've seen him in. But he can do a lot. And I really liked this movie really well. And even when they finally, the conclusion of it is really well put together too. I was quite impressed on the whole concept of the movie and how they were like, okay, we have to save this woman. And no one believes them. But it's an ethic thing. An ethic thing is they're thieves. Why do they care? Well, one cares. One, sort of cares. But they get involved in following the guy and knowing a little bit more things about him. And then the cop tries to find out a little bit more about him too. So there is this meaner thing. And at the ending, now at the ending of the film, you find out a little bit more about David Tennant and why he took her and why all this is happening. There were action scenes in this and a really good conversation between the thief and the psychopath that was actually really impressive to me. So the dialogue and the director and the person who wrote this and everyone that worked on this did a really well job. The music was spot on. The cinematography of the faces going back and forth and the expressions were really intense. Like, personally, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. I don't want to say any more because I could ruin Bad Samaritan for you, and I don't want to ruin the movie. But there are some other people in there that you probably will recognize as well. I just haven't seen these other people in anything too much. So this is a 2018 movie, Bad Samaritan. I'm not sure where you can watch it, but you should check it out. It should be talked a lot about more now. And it also has a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb as well. So, like I said, it's a hit and miss. Some people really like that suspense, and it is really well done. Bye for now, everyone. Check out Bad Samaritan with David Tennant, and check out Doctor Who. If you are a sci-fi fan and never heard of Doctor Who, check out that. It's been on for like 50 years. Well, off and on for 50 years. Bye for now. Have an incredible day, everyone. Thank you for watching, and check out my other movie reviews, food reviews, and recommendations, and sometimes I even give some brief history of the actors. Bye for now, and thank you for watching, and have an incredible day again, everyone.